Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, something that I think isn't really talked about a whole lot, and I think that it's impacting a lot of traders, especially those of us who are still working through some of the ups and downs of the journey. Maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you haven't even been profitable yet, but I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why you might want to keep your day trading journey private, especially when it comes to family and friends. Also, be sure to stick around to the very end because I'm going to be covering quite a bit in this video. You'll have a more clear understanding of how to manage both your relationships as well as some of your trading goals without any of them clashing. I've been trading for around 10 years now. About half of that has been Forex and futures. And like a lot of traders, I've really experienced both winning and losing streaks. I've built up the skills that you can't really get overnight or from any other profession that I can think of. I've managed to get a funded account, which I'm actually in the process of using right now. I've seen some good profits, and like anyone in trading, I've had my share of losses as well. Earlier on, I felt kind of the urge to share my journey with some people that I thought were close to me and that I could trust, believing that maybe they can kind of see my progress and maybe offer support as well. But unfortunately, it's not really playing out as it always expects. For some context though, most people, they prefer a guaranteed paycheck. They want to be able to clock in, do the 9 to 5, and they get the work done and they're guaranteed. They think that they're guaranteed for pay, but there's always the risk of getting fired. There's just as much risk for working a 9 to 5 job for most of your life than there is with entrepreneurship, let alone day trading. Simply, it's not really part of that mindset though. And with that background, my early attempts at sharing my trading journey with my family, sometimes it kind of led to some doubt, criticism, and a lot of misunderstanding too. If you've experienced anything like this, you're probably able to relate to a lot of what I'm going to say. I quickly realized though that earlier on my vision for the future didn't exactly line up with theirs. So, for them, working hard, keeping your head down and following, a stable career path is what to them made sense. And that's kind of my version of hell, to be honest. Financial security, means knowing what to expect at the end of every week or every month. And the idea of pursuing day trading as a career doesn't really align with that kind of stability, let alone other people's mindsets. When I first mentioned, though, that I was interested in focus in trading, there was almost immediate pushback. I tried explaining, the potential, some of the challenges, and the discipline, it would take to succeed, but that kind of explanation, it doesn't really register with a lot of people. To them, though, day trading seems like a gamble, and a lot of the times it definitely can be considered gambling rather than an actual legitimate profession. And this really leads to a lot of uncomfortable conversations with people where instead of receiving some kind of support or appreciation, it's going to be met with skepticism and a lot of concern too and doubt. And the differences though in mindset, it created a real strain on relationships that I had who wanted to help me, but they couldn't really see trading the same way that I did. They couldn't understand why I would take a risk when I could have a sure thing or something that's guaranteed. This is something I think that a lot of traders experience if their friends or family kind of hold different values. But one of the biggest reasons I learned that most people outside of the trading world kind of view it a little bit differently. To them, if you're not making consistent money, you're not succeeding. For example, there was a time when I had a break-even week when I didn't even make money at all. But I thought that I learned a lot that week. I improved my discipline, I got better at waiting for the right types of setups, and I controlled my emotions more effectively too. Hearing words over and over though, especially from people that are close to you, kind of starts to take a toll. It's easier to start doubting yourself, questioning if they might be right. When people close to you dismiss your progress because they don't really see immediate financial gains, it can kind of make you feel like you're not good enough or that your goals aren't really somehow right. This kind of negative feedback, though, can be really discouraging, and if you let it affect you too much, it can kind of disrupt your trading mindset. Trading is honestly hard enough without the added burden of trying to prove yourself to those of you who, or to other people that don't really understand the journey. If you let other people's lack of understanding influence your mindset, you're going to find yourself making poor decisions, taking unnecessary risks, or doubting your strategy, all because that you felt pressured to try and show your results. This kind of brings me to one of the biggest challenges that can come from telling others about your trading journey. The constant pressure to prove yourself in day trading, especially in Forex, it's really common to experience ups and downs, but the people around you, they might expect results to be consistent, always going upward, and when they don't see that, they question the legitimacy of your progress and your work. This kind of pressure, I think it leads to you making irrational decisions. I've kind of been there. I thought that I needed to prove myself making bigger trades or taking on more risks. There are times when I put myself in uncomfortable positions because I thought that I wanted to show others that I was doing well, which often backfired. This need to justify your career to others by showing monetary gains can kind of cloud your judgment, and it's going to hurt your trading results. This isn't just a minor issue. Trading is a skill-based activity that does dictate a clear, disciplined mindset. When you're constantly pressured to prove yourself to other people, you risk losing focus on your real goals. Trading requires time, practice, and really a lot of patience, and the only person you really should be trying to prove anything to is yourself. Another significant issue that I think comes up when you talk about trading is the stigma surrounding it. Day trading, especially Forex, is often seen as a risky or even too good to be true thing. Because of this, it's easy for others, I think, to associate your trading efforts with some kind of instability or gambling. And I wouldn't consider myself a gambler. If you guys agree with that, though, I'd appreciate it if you would click the like button. It's really helping me grow here on YouTube. But anyways, for those of you who do know the reality, trading seems like pretty far-fetched get-rich-quick scheme rather than an actual legitimate profession, and it's tough enough to explain to people that day trading does involve extensive amounts of knowledge. You need technical analysis and really strong, unwavering self-discipline. For a lot of people, though, it's kind of hard to understand, and they simply label it as risky without looking any deeper than that. This kind of judgment, though, can add to your stress, and it really makes you question if what you're doing is even worthwhile. And this kind of stigma, it not only starts to lead to awkward social interactions, but it kind of also makes you doubt your own path. Trading requires confidence, focus, and a belief in your abilities. You need to constantly be defending your decisions against misconceptions, and it's going to become mentally exhausting, which is why keeping your trading activities private really can help. Another thing to consider is the financial insecurity risk that comes with sharing too much about your trading. So in any financial pursuit, especially in trading, there are going to be security concerns to think about. When you're openly discussing your trading profits or goals, you kind of expose yourself to potential issues. You can get unsolicited advice from people who don't understand the market or even outright scams. Financial information should be kept private for good reason. So if people know that you're involved in trading, they might see you as a target for some kind of get-rich-quick advice, or even more concerning, scammers looking to profit off of your success. And when you're limiting what you share, you're protecting yourself from unwanted attention, and it's going to keep yourself safe. One of the most important aspects, though, of trading is maintaining a clear, focused mind. Trading is, at its core, a psychological game. If your mind is just polluted with worries about what other people think about you, it's almost impossible, though, to stay grounded. Any kind of negative feedback or expectations from others and pressure to prove yourself, it's going to create a mental distraction that really starts to disrupt your focus and definitely is going to increase your stress too. I find, though, that limiting how much I talk about my trading, I've been able to really clear my mind and focus more effectively on some of my goals. Trading, though, it requires patience and a calm state of mind, and keeping your journey private is really going to help protect that mental space. The fewer opinions you start to let into your trading world, the better that you can focus on what really matters, and that's you growing, becoming disciplined, and financially successful over long periods of time. But if you're serious about day trading, one of the best things you can do is keep your journey private to everyone. Sharing anything, any results or losses, or even your goals with people, it's going to add unnecessary pressure, it's going to create misunderstandings, and it's going to erode your relationships with people a lot. So in the world of trading, growth, it's a long-term game. Results aren't going to come instantly, and success, it's going to be measured by personal progress and continuous learning over time. The only person really who you need to be impressing is yourself, and your journey really should be focused on your goals and growth, not on trying to meet others' expectations. So trading, though, it's a journey that's about a lot more than just money. It's about discipline, it's about your mindset, it's about improving as a human being. So if you're feeling the pressure to share your progress, I'd really suggest trying to take a step back, join a community of like-minded traders, try and seek guidance from those who really understand the markets, and remember that the only validation that really matters in life is your own.